Once upon a time, in a quiet village surrounded by golden fields and green hills, there lived a miserly man named Mako. Mako was the richest man in the village. His house was grand, with tall stone walls, a shiny iron gate, and a towering barn. Yet despite his wealth, Mako was known for his stinginess. He never shared his fortune, not even with those in desperate need. One chilly morning, an old beggar wandered into the village. His clothes were tattered, his face worn by the years, but his eyes held a spark of hope. As he passed by Mako's grand house, the beggar's stomach growled loudly. Hungry and thirsty, he mustered the courage to knock on the tall iron gate.
Who's there?
Mako called gruffly as he approached.
"It is I, a weary traveler."
The beggar replied.
"Please, kind sir, might you spare some meat or milk?"
Mako frowned deeply.
No, I can't. Go away.
He snapped. Undeterred, the beggar tried again.
"Perhaps you could spare some wheat or beans? Anything to ease my hunger?"
I don't have anything.
Mako barked, his voice sharp with irritation. The beggar's face fell, but he asked once more.
"Then, kind sir, might you give me a piece of bread? I will be forever grateful."
Mako waved him off angrily.
Go away. I don't have bread.
Desperate, the beggar made one final plea.
"At least a cup of water? I am very thirsty."
This time, Mako's face turned red with anger.
I don't have water. Now leave.
The beggar stood silently for a moment, looking at Mako with sad, tired eyes. Then he said gently,
"Oh, my son, why are you sitting here, guarding this grand house? Stand up and start begging for food from the good people of the village, for you are poorer than I am."
With that, the beggar turned and walked away, leaving Mako standing by his gate, stunned and speechless. The words echoed in his mind.
"You are poorer than I am."
That night, Mako could not sleep. He thought about the beggar's words and realized that while he had wealth, he had no kindness, no generosity, and no joy in his life. The next morning, Mako did something he had never done before. He opened his barn and began sharing food with the villagers. Over time, his reputation changed, and he found that giving brought him more happiness than hoarding ever had. Moral of the story: true wealth is not measured by what you own, but by what you give. Generosity enriches the heart, while greed leaves it empty.